Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name's Becca and for today's video I'm going to be doing a grocery haul. I've never done one of these videos before, but I thought it would be kind of fun just to share with you all what I typically buy from the grocery store. And since this is my first time doing a video like this, I thought I should share with you all just a couple little bits of information about the kind of food I buy and how I grocery shop before we actually get into the haul. So if you want to skip this part, you totally can, but I think it is some good information to know. So the first thing I wanted to share with you all is that I am vegan, as many of you know, so everything you're going to see is 100% plant-based. That never ever changes for me. Being vegan is something that really works for me. And I also try to eat pretty healthy. Obviously that is a very subjective term and it means something completely different to everyone, so the stuff I'm showing you all is what's healthy for me and my lifestyle, but please don't think that I'm telling you you need to eat these things or anything like that. I'm not a nutritionist. I don't have the background to be saying those things, and if you've seen any of my other videos then you all probably know that I'm very conscious about sustainability and trying to create less waste and stuff like that. I find that to be the hardest to do with food packaging, so I give myself a lot of leeway in this area, so you will see quite a few packaged and processed things, but I still try to do what I can, like bringing my own grocery bags and things like that. And especially with Corona, you can't even bring your own bags to bulk stores, so it doesn't make sense for me to be going to those places right now because you can't even really reduce your waste since you still have to get a bag that they give you. And yeah, I also just typically go to a normal grocery store. I go to Kroger, it's what's closest to me, and I honestly really love Kroger. I think it's a great grocery store, so this really isn't anything fancy, just stuff you can find at pretty typical grocery stores. I do occasionally make trips to other grocery stores. I typically go to Kroger though, and I usually go about every 2 weeks. That is just what works really well for me because I just have to plan out a couple of meals that I need to buy ingredients for, and then I know that none of my ingredients are going to go bad before I'm going to the grocery store again. So I think that is everything I wanted to share with you all. I know that was a lot of information, so let's just go ahead and get into the haul. So I figured we could start off with kind of just like the staple ingredients, just the normal things I'm always buying, and then we'll get into the ingredients I bought specifically for recipes. So the first thing, this is probably the #1 staple in my diet, and that is just oats. I've talked about this before. I have pretty much every single day I have overnight oats for breakfast, so I just got a large container of those. I honestly wish they sold even bigger containers because I go through these pretty quickly. And then I also got a bag of walnut pieces. I like to put walnuts on my oatmeal or, you know, in banana bread if I'm baking, things like that. So I just needed to get some more of these. They're just a great topping for everything, and obviously nuts are very good for you. Then I just got 2 oranges just to have as little snacks. I like to have oranges or some kind of fruit on hand. Obviously it's winter, so there's not as many options. I wanted to get some pomegranates, but I didn't see any, so I just got 2 oranges. And then I also just went ahead and got 1 avocado. I like to eat this with like crackers and stuff, so another just great snack item for me to have. And then I also just got a box of granola bars. I eat granola bars pretty often because I'm just always running to and from class. This is a new one I haven't tried. It's from Kroger's brand, and it's like a vanilla white chocolate chip kind of granola bar. I actually got these in the clearance, so this box is only $1.50, which is a huge tip I have. Definitely check your clearance section if your grocery store has ones. I haven't tried these yet, but I thought that was a great deal and they looked pretty good, so I'm excited to try them. Next up, I just got a little container of almond butter. I like to make like a baked toast with almond butter, so I just used up my last one, so I just got another one of these. This is just, again, the Kroger brand because it's the cheapest, so I got this. And then I also got just a jar of minced garlic. I like to just buy minced because it's so much easier, so I just went ahead and got another one of these because I've pretty much used up my other one. I use garlic all the time when I'm cooking. I love the flavor, so I got another one of these, and I like to get the bigger size of this as well. And then I just got a big old bag of cereal. These are just like Kroger brand Cocoa Krispies. I love getting these bags because obviously it is plastic, but since you're buying it in a larger container, it evens out to be less packaging than if you bought like smaller boxes of it. I also like that they don't fortify this with vitamins, which I know sounds weird because obviously vitamins are very good for you, but sometimes you don't know if the vitamins they fortify cereals with are vegan or not. So since I just eat this as like a late night snack, usually like a dessert, I don't really care if it doesn't have vitamins. I'd rather it be 100% vegan. And then as for the last kind of miscellaneous item I just got a bag of non-dairy chocolate chips. It has actually been snowing quite a bit the past few days here in Richmond, so my roommate and I might want to make some cookies one of these nights, so I just got a little bag of these. Alright, and now let's move into the ingredients that I bought specifically for recipes, which if you want to know what recipes I'm making, I'll leave a link to all of them down below so that you can try them out as well. But the first thing, I'm just going to make a kale Caesar salad. I just bought the Caesar dressing already. I still have some left over, but you can make it yourself, so I'm not even going to bother taking this out of the bag, but I just got a bundle of kale. Not sure if that's the term, but I got some kale. And I also got a cucumber. I know that's not like a typical Caesar salad ingredient, but I thought it would be good, so I decided to get one. And then I also got a can of chickpeas because that is what you use as the protein substitute for the chicken in the vegan recipe that I'm going to be making. So that's what I got to make for a lunch. And then as for the first dinner recipe I'm making a broccoli cheddar soup. So I of course had to get a head of broccoli. Again, it's just in the bag, but I got a little thing of broccoli. I also needed a carrot for the soup, which unfortunately you can't just get like one individual carrot, so I did have to get a whole bag, but I'll definitely be sure to use them up in the future. I mean, you can even just eat these as snacks with hummus or something, so I'll definitely use these. I also got a container of vegetable broth to use as the stock for the soup. This is something I really want to try making my own, like out of vegetable scraps, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet, so I just picked up a container of this. And then I also just got a potato because this gets blended up into the soup base to make it nice and thick. So that's everything for that recipe. And the next recipe I'm going to be making is just a good old chili, since again, like I was saying, it's been snowing and very cold here, so I love having chili in the winter. So I of course got a ton of canned goods. I got a thing of corn, a thing of black beans, 2 things of diced tomatoes. Obviously those are very important. And then I got a thing of kidney beans, and I think I already have another can of kidney beans and black beans here, so I should have enough to make chili with. And then I also just got one of these little boxes of cornbread. I love these so much. You just have to be sure to get the vegetarian one and then use like vegan egg and milk substitutes to make them vegan, but these are so good and really easy to make, and they of course go great with chili. And then the last recipe I'm going to be making is a new one I haven't tried yet, but it's like a chickpea pot pie. Again, just a perfect cozy winter dish. So for that, I had to get another can of chickpeas. So again, they're acting like a chicken substitute in this recipe. I love chickpeas, so I think it's going to be very good. And then I also just got another potato for that recipe, as well as I needed a yellow onion, so I just went ahead and got a bag of them because it was the best deal. I wish you could just buy them individually and avoid this stupid plastic bag, but the world is not there yet, so we're just gonna make do. And then I got another container of vegetable broth for that recipe, as well as a bag of mixed frozen vegetables. Hopefully this is enough. I couldn't figure out how much I needed, so I just got this kind of medium-sized bag. And that is pretty much everything I bought. I did get one other item just because it was on closeout, it was on sale, so I was like, hey, why not? And that is just this container of vegan spring rolls. I love spring rolls, and it's kind of hard to find vegan ones, so I thought I would get these, especially since they were on sale, either to have with like a stir fry or just as a snack on their own. Definitely be enjoying these. And that is everything I bought from Kroger. Like I said, this should last me about 2 weeks. And if you're curious as to how much I spent, this isn't totally accurate because I had to subtract a couple of things off that weren't food related, but I guess like the tax would still be there. Anyway, though, I spent about $51.73. So if I go about every 2 weeks, that comes out to about $100 a month, which I don't really know like how much other people spend on their groceries, but I feel like that's a pretty good price to be paying. And obviously sometimes this fluctuates. I would say this is a pretty standard idea of what I would buy in a week. Obviously individual ingredients change when I'm making different recipes. I also didn't have to get milk today or bread, which are usually staples I buy pretty frequently, but then I did get that bag of walnuts and the container of almond butter, which are more expensive ingredients I wouldn't usually be buying, so I feel like it all kind of evens out to usually be about $50 every 2 weeks. That is everything for my grocery haul today. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you want to see like any other grocery or food related videos, maybe like a video on how to save money when you grocery shop, just let me know in a comment down below because I would love to do those things for you. And of course, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, as well as subscribe down below and turn on those post notifications. I know I say it every single time, but doing those things really helps to support me so much, and so I am so grateful to you all when you do that. You can also go follow me over on Instagram. It's just at becca.gargiulo, and it'll be linked down below. But I'm going to quit rambling, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.